Dealing with this pandemic situation, one should know that basically this coronavirus is a communicable disease, and we ought to stop this at this particular phase. And this is very important that we must know what are the precautions that we're going to take to prevent the spread or the further spread of this coronavirus infection. As healthcare physicians, it is your duty to educate the normal population regarding the spread of this particular coronavirus disease. Once you get these patients in your clinics, it is your duty as well to take proper preventive methods to stop the further spread of this communicable disease. As healthcare providers, as general practitioners, or even if you're working as in the emergency departments, you must know what are the protective measures that you're going to take as the clinicians or as the physicians. You have to wear the masks in the proper method. First of all, you have to protect yourself because, as you know, it is a droplet infection and it can basically spread through coming in close contact with the patients. So it's again very important that you basically protect yourself in a particular way. Wearing masks and wearing gloves, wearing the proper protective suits is one of the things that you got to take care of. Moving on, the history of the patients. Even if you are dealing with the normal patients, it's very important that you take the history in detail over here. First of all, the history of the patient is very important over here, because when you focus on the peculiar history, what are the signs and symptoms that the patient has presented to you with? For instance, fever is one of the major factor. All of the researchers till now have basically predicted the fact that patients who are suffering from the coronavirus are also having the fever. Almost 80% of the patients were having fever. So fever is a major factor over here. Then other factors, for instance, cough, flu-like syndrome, are also the signs and symptomatologies that you have to focus on. Then you have to ask for the travel history of the patient, and any of the countries, for instance, China, Malaysia, Dubai, all of these have to be noted down in the travel history of the patient as well. One of the significant factors over here is if the patient has relatives or friends who have been diagnosed with the coronavirus. So that basically makes the person more suspicious, and you have to be dealing with a lot of care with these particular patients. And you can also basically prescribe these patients with the detection of the coronavirus. PCRs, reverse transcriptase PCRs, have been the diagnostic tests over here in cases of the coronavirus infections, and you can ask to conduct these tests if you are suspicious that this person might be having the disease right now. A lot of people are in the incubation period. The incubation period for the coronavirus is almost 5 days. During this incubation period, the person would not show any signs and symptoms, but the history can suggest a lot of factors. So if you take the history in detail, that is going to reveal a lot of factors, and you can take the right or the appropriate precautions in these particular cases over here. So this was the role as a healthcare provider. Now, in different models and in different countries, a lot of strategies have been opted. For instance, social distancing is one of the strategy that has been opted, and that has been proved to be quite beneficial and quite fruitful in cases of this coronavirus transmission, and it has proved to stop this transmission. China, for instance, has taken a lot of management guidelines, and how they basically proved that they stopped the transmission of the coronavirus by taking the right and the appropriate measures. by locking down their cities and socially isolating the citizens of that particular province of Hubei. So this is how we ought to know these factors, that the social distancing, avoiding handshakes, avoiding attending these social gatherings, and shutting down the schools and offices basically proved to stop the further spread of the coronavirus transmission in these particular Chinese province. So these are the particular tactics that we can opt to for the control of the further spread of this coronavirus pandemic that we're dealing in with these within these particular days. Now, moving on with the particular strategies that we can opt or that we can resort to. We can basically educate the individuals to wear masks. Even the normal healthy individuals can also wear masks. Why is this important that the normal healthy individuals also wear these masks? Because as I've already mentioned, people can be in the incubation periods. One of the major statistics that we went through this whole pandemic, and a lot of research was carried out, that usually the children can be a source of infection, and they do not even show the particular severity of the signs and symptoms. So even if it is the normal individuals, normal healthy children are also basically prescribed or advised to wear these masks. Now, what kind of masks they should wear? A normal mask, for instance, N95 can also be resorted to. A normal 3-layered surgical mask can also prove to be beneficial in cases of the control of this coronavirus transmission. And there is a proper way to put these masks and to basically administer these masks. This is again very important that you know what is the proper way, what is the inside out of these masks. And one of the things is that there is always a wire in these surgical masks that you have to put on your nasal bridge, and there shouldn't be any fogging of the spectacles. If you wear these spectacles, there shouldn't be any fogging of the spectacles, and this is how you can basically check that you're wearing the mask in a proper way or not. So basically learning, and there are a lot of videos even available out there that can educate the normal population regarding how to wear these surgical masks or how to wear the prescribed N95 masks in these situations. So the normal education of the population out there in a particular community is very important. So this is one of the methods that you can resort to, is wearing the masks in a proper way. One of the other methods for the preventions that we can resort to are washing hands in a proper way. Now, washing hands in a proper way basically resort to the fact that a proper time duration of 20 seconds has to be there. A lot of researchers have suggested that you can count till 20, or you can even sing the happy birthday song twice, and that also makes up to 20 seconds. And you have to clearly wash your hands, both the surfaces, the nail beds have to be washed in a proper manner, the wrists have to be washed, both the thumbs have to be washed. And all of this rinsing techniques are basically available out there on the social media. The proper education of the community is very important in regards of the washing of the hands. In a lot of countries, sanitizers are not available, and the washing of the hands is one of the methods by which the microbes, you can get rid of these microorganisms on your hands. So educating the community regarding washing of the hands with any normal soap can prove to be quite fruitful and quite beneficial in these particular cases of coronavirus preventive techniques. Using a nose rag, in case you are suffering, you have to basically educate the normal community, the normal population regarding the fact that if you are suffering from cough, flu-like symptoms, you have to basically cover your mouth and nose. as we went through the fact again and again that it's an air droplet infection. So if you basically cover your nose and mouth when you're sneezing and coughing, this is very important. You can cover your mouth through the use of a nose rag or the disposable tissues. So this is something that you have to educate the normal population regarding these particular facts. Now, one of the ways, as we even went through the fact that zoonotic transmission is very important in cases of the coronavirus. We went through the fact that bats were the primary reservoirs, camels can be some of the domestic animals in a lot of countries. Then a lot of other domestic animals, for instance, cats, dogs, your pets can be one of the ways that this particular virus can enter or infect the healthy individuals. So you have to even take care of your animals. Try not to come in close contact with these animals till this pandemic recovers and till this transmissibility of the coronavirus is controlled at this particular time. So these are the particular precautions that you can give to the normal community. You can educate the normal community, your children, the elderly individuals, as well as the healthcare providers are the basic sources of infections in a lot of cases. So identifying these individuals who are being the sources of infection is very important. Apart from these facts, you have to basically avoid social gatherings, and social distancing is very important over here. Avoid handshaking and physically coming in contact with the individuals, for instance, hugging. All of these have to be avoided right now in this situation of pandemic that is going on. While taking on with these precautions, we can stop the spread of the further coronavirus transmissibility in our society.